Yeah, this one is more of like a message to Ishowspeed. If anybody knows him, please pass on this video to him. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed with what Ishowspeed was able to do. We've been talking about it. That's us Africans have been talking about it for the longest time. Africa isn't a continent. Africa is a collection of 54 countries. Even those 54 countries were artificially grouped together, right? Due to colonization and what happened in the Berlin Conference, but in 1886. But let's not go into that. Let's focus on Ishowspeed. So he showcased Africa. Of course, he didn't go to the 54 countries, but he was able to go to North Africa. He's in East Africa at the moment, I believe. He's done a little bit of West Africa, Benin, Nigeria, I think Ghana. I think he's probably going to do Ivory Coast, and he's done some East Africa as well. He did Morocco, like I mentioned, during the AFCON. And what he was able to showcase is Africa is beautiful. The African continent is beautiful. I don't know if he's doing a South African tour as well. No, I think he even went to South Africa, but Africa is beautiful. Each of these 54 countries has its own DNA, has its own vibe, as people say, has its own culture, has its own smell, has its own characteristic. And you could see the love, you could see the genuine content. There wasn't anything in Africa that you don't have in the West. It's skyscrapers, good roads, but more importantly, the love of the people. The love of the people. And he did a great job by demystifying the myths that have been out there, the wrong myths that have been out there about Africa and Africans. And you can see by the response of a lot of people saying, we didn't know Africa had Wi-Fi. Like, are you guys kidding me? You didn't know Africa had no Wi-Fi? We didn't know Africa had Wi-Fi. We didn't know that there were skyscrapers and people had nice cars. But he didn't just go to these places. He also he spent time with the locals. He went to eat. He showcased the culture, the dancing, how people are welcome, the different types of food, the challenges between who has the best jollof rice and things like that, going riding. Of course, he raced people. Ishowspeed as a fast guy. And you see, I wished some of the African content creators, and this is not a shade to them, could do that, or this could be the beginning of them also doing that and showcasing, especially those with the huge platforms, could go around and showcasing Africa to the world. Of course, Ishowspeed, and I'm not saying they haven't done it. Creator Tayo, I know, who's been doing that, and some other people, Stephen Ndoku as well, who have been doing that. But on the level of Ishowspeed, he's been able to also use this as platform, and I'm sure he would have connected to his roots, right? Of course, he's an American guy, but he would have also connected to his roots. Like, everybody knows that every black person in America came from Africa. So at the end of the day, the roots are also in Africa. He showcased Africa in a beautiful way, in a grand way. There were aerial shots. He took it seriously, drone footage. And we want to see more of this. We want to see not just Ishowspeed. We want to see Marcus, the guy who does the tech, Marcus Brownlee. Somebody like him, coming to see what tech is doing in Africa, in the different parts of Africa. In the West Africa, we say East Africa, North Africa, and South Africa, and what technology is doing. There's so many great technology enthusiasts that are doing fantastic things in Africa in terms of the different countries, the apps, and even technology that is not even seen. You will not believe it. You will not believe it. You have to come to Africa to see it. It's such a beautiful country. So this one's more of like just a big thank you to Ishowspeed. You're a great guy. You continue to go to great places. You have a great team with you and around you, working with you. You work really, really hard. And your success, you qualified for it. You've put in the work. You've continued to put in the work. And God bless you. And this one is just an appreciation video. And long may that continue.